Welcome to Raygo Chess. My name's Max. I've been playing chess for about 18 months consistently. This is my road to 1,000 ELO. We're currently on 901 ELO. The highest rating we've been so far is about 924. We keep falling back into the 800 club, but we've made our way back to 901. And we're going to get into a 30-minute rapid. I've checked the audio. Everything seems to be kosher. So we're going to go with the old Heart Italian. Welcome to all the new subscribers, by the way. I appreciate all the comments and all the likes that everyone's dropped for me. And just the fact that you're sitting and you're watching. For those who are new, I don't know a great deal. We know a bit about the Italian opening, and that's the opening I've decided to play with when I play with the whites. So straight away he's pushed this forward, which has closed the show on the Italian trying to target this pawn. So I think at this point, we're going to continue our development. The odds are he will probably take this, and then we'll just get our castle in, because from this location, he can't really follow up anything with his knight. And this is exactly what the last guy did. He hopped there, and then I castled. And then he tried to, I think, bring this queen out. Well, you just seen the game. But ultimately, he moved his piece too many times. So maybe that's the thing. But ultimately, what I want to do, where I think I've been going wrong, is not developing my pieces quickly enough. Engaging in battle too early. So let's do that. Okay, so I could check the king. The odds are he will probably drop, creating a strong pyramid with his pawns. And at that point, I'll probably just drop back and keep that pin going. What we can do, and this is a tip that I picked up off Chess with Akeem. That's the guy that I basically watch and learn from. And he basically said, if your opponent starts breaking principles, that then allows you to break principles. So what I mean by that is he's moved his knight twice in the opening. They say try not to move your same piece twice. But because he broke them principles, we basically been forced to move our bishop twice in the opening because of he's done it. That makes sense. So what I'll probably be looking to do now is push forward. Hang on a minute. Are we in the right screen here? There we go. That's better. I'm probably just going to push forward and threaten this knight, because he's the immediate threat in our half of the chessboard. Let's get him out. He can only go back without losing his piece. Because like I say, he can't go there because we can take it. He can't go there because we can take it. He can't go there because we can take it. And there we go. So now he's threatening this again. So, what I'm thinking is the odds are we're about to lose this now. So maybe develop a piece while back in the bishop, and that way we haven't got to disrupt our pawn structure. Another option is we could push forward and take with this pot. Sorry, hang on. If we drop down and he takes, we take with this pawn, freeing our rook. Let's do that. Let's do that. My dad was talking about that the other day. And like I say, now we're breaking principles because he did so. We moved our bishop twice in the opening, and now we've doubled up our pawns. However, we have freed this rook on the A file, and we've got our king castled. And so far, he hasn't really done much. So now, what I want to do is look to just develop our pieces, our minor pieces, and then get the queen involved somehow, connect the rooks. And yeah, let's just engage in a chess battle. Because what I've been doing is I've been coming out all guns blazing too early. Okay, so what are you doing? So you could go there. I can get you. You could go there. And I can't do nothing about it. With the follow-up of bringing in your knight, where I can do nothing about that. So I could counter that play with developing a bishop, because it is developing it, and back that square. You can't come here because I can get you, and you can't come... Well, I suppose... No, you can't go there because I can get you, and then you can't go there. So really, the only follow-up play for this would be to go there. That's on the basis that he is going to do that. We are looking to develop. As far as I'm aware, there's no rule saying if you only push a bishop one square forward, that's not developed. Like, it has to go past the second rank. There's no rule. As far as I'm concerned, you make a move, it's in the game. That's developed. So I'm thinking we just do that, stop the one square that this bishop can go to, and then look to develop the last pieces. He could hop his knight in, but where are you going to go after that? You're going to block your bishop. So that's not very good if you do that. And then even your second move from there, is backed by this pawn. I need to take advantage of this. I know it's early in the game. We played a 909 ELO. He might just castle. And usually knights on the rim are grim. However, if we do hop in here, it's backed twice. And he could potentially be losing a bishop for a knight. The only thing I'm thinking is if I did hop in this way, there's no follow-up play. There's nowhere to go. So I don't really want to do that. So another option, again, not ideal. Okay. What if we put the rook on the same file as the king? Or what if we threaten this queen? At that point, you could go up. Or you could drop down. Either way, it removes one attacker from this pawn. So what if we put the rook on this file first, and then maybe do that? Activate the rook, nice and early in the game. If you push, we take, you take, I take, check. Okay. So now, if I was to drop here, you push up. It's backed once, so then I could take, but then you'd have to take your queen. Or do I just develop the last piece and stick to what I said I was going to do? Let's stick to what I said I was going to do. Develop our pieces. So all our minor pieces are now developed. But like Akeem says, it's not complete until your rooks are connected. Obviously, there's no immediate attack. But not only that, I think developing all your pieces sort of makes your opponent have to use their brain and think. And that's something that I'm taking into consideration. Because ultimately, when I'm doing forcing moves, when I'm forcing him to move, he's not really having to use his brain in the sense of trying to create something out of nothing. He's sort of reacting. So, although I've developed this piece now, it has blocked this bishop from stopping that bishop coming down. However, see what I'm saying? I know my dad's saying you do the same. So basically, he's gone defensive to stop my knight from coming in, also to stop this from coming in. I'm thinking, let's just get the rook involved. Or am I talking stupid? What if I push up? If I push up, you take. And then I take. It's all good, but if I push up and you push down, that's a problem, because then I would only be able to take the piece. And then I'll lose the piece. So I don't really like that. Whereas if I just allow you to push, I could start making my way over towards this king, which I feel like I want to be doing. I'm thinking we get this rook involved, you know. Just start getting all the pieces over here. It's either that or get this knight over. But then for a brief second I block this rook. Push. Maybe you come down. I come across. But then all you've got to do is move this knight out of the way. And I'm in a line of fire. But then I suppose I could just drop back. But then all you got to do is drop this and I'm in a line of fire again. And if I was to push the rook and come all the way over here, I'm in a line of fire with the queen. However, it is backed, and I suppose I could push one forward and then free up this square for the king to go into. And then start getting the knight involved as well. Oh, do you know what? Let's just do it. Why else did we free that rook? What would Magnus Carlsen do? What? You ain't a Magnus Carlsen fool! Come across. Queen stupidly takes Bon Voyage. Okay. Well, we sort of anticipated that. Not right now. But in the sense that we wanted to hop this knight across. Now I suppose we could hop in here and attack this bishop at the same time. And then you can't go there because the bishop can get you. And you can't go there because the bishop can get you. So you'd have to go back. And my idea is basically to try and get all my attackers on this side of the board, because ultimately that's where its king is, and that's the aim of the game. So I could also just push forward here as well. Once he retreats, unless he pushes down 2, in which case I'll just come back down and connect again. Connect good. But if he does retreat, I'm going to push forward off of this trade. And then if you take, I can take. And then we will have a nice 3-pawn structure again. And we'll win our pawn back that we lost in the opening. So we're averaging time, we're both like 21 minutes. What else could he do? Push. Yeah, I thought you might do that. Anticipated it. Okay. So at this point, I'm thinking we just take his bishop, because they say a bishop is better than a knight, even though they're both worth 3 pieces. But at that point, you're going to have to then take with your queen. And then I suppose... What? Nah. But if I take... Either way, you can take your queen, can't you? So one of them has to go. And I suppose in this scenario, it's going to have to be you, because the follow-up play... Well, what square would I rather your queen be on? This one, where you're threatening the knight? Not really. But if you're on this one, you can't go there, you can't go there, and you can't go there. Well, actually, you would be able to go there, but what are you going to do from there? Nothing really. So I think it's in our best interest to take this bishop, in the sense that you say, you know, it's I'm losing a knight, but I'm taking his bishop. His queen's going to come on this square, and then ultimately from there, she's not going to be able to do anything too quickly. That's my thought process. I don't know if that's right or wrong. Not only that, but I could then hop in here and take this, removing the defender of this, and then he can't take because of the knight. The rook. Is there anything else though? I can't hit this because there's no backing. I can't fly up there because of the bishop. I could take with the rook and bring the queen across and then back it twice. And then if you were to hop in, the problem is with if the rook's there, there's no like follow-up targets. Whereas if the knight's there, the knight, there's this target. Obviously, it's backed by the queen. There's this target. It's backed by the rook. But if I hop in there, then this knight is backed. By the rook. And then it also frees up the queen. Obviously, it won't be able to go to any of them because of these two both targeting that square. But it'll be able to go here. And then all of a sudden it's involved attacking down this flank. So I think for that reason... How is my nose, like, running in the middle of summer? Crazy. I think he might go here and target the queen. And in that case, I will probably push up and hit that target again. Or, better yet, I could take it, and then when he takes, I take with the queen and win 2 of his pieces. So the odds are he's not going to be doing that anytime soon. Okay. So I need to figure out a way to back this. So maybe I just bring the bishop out and just keep it as simple as that and back this knight. And then what are you going to do? You're not going to take it, are you? Because 2 attackers, 2 defenders. And then you could hop in at that point, and at that point I could hop here. And then our rooks will be facing each other. And if you take, I can just take with the queen. But then I'm no longer backing the knight. And then you could come and get the knight. Take. I can't come up because you're backing it. I think we just have to put that there for now. Could always push this and free the king a square. Or not only that, actually, if you hop in rather than do that, what if I just push the pawn and then threaten you? And then if you come across and take here. Don't know. Or is it the middle square that I need to... It's a toughie. This is a toughie. Because he's making me react now. I need to get rid of this, really. So I can push this pawn forward. Okay, so we didn't even find it, which is good news for us. But what did you do? Are you looking to push this forwards? If you drop that, then you're aiming for here. And then what, you hop in there. I take, and that's the end of that, because now you're no longer backing it. Or I could even take with the queen. So I'm not worried about that. Let's, what's it called? A pawn break? Something like that. Try and get him to remove this, and then take it, and then push forward this pawn. And then we've got like a bit of a chain going on. And then we're backing this with a pawn, so we can sort of get this bishop involved a little bit more. Not only that, I'd like to try and get the queen involved if we can. What are you going to do? I don't even know. Drop that. You drop that. I take that. You take. We're in the same boat. By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, I've got that mouse slip prevention setting on. So when I take a piece, I have to confirm it in the bottom right corner for that exact reason. Because I'm definitely capable of a mouse slip. Yeah, that's what I thought. What if I push this forward and threaten you? Push, take. You double up your pawns, and then I take you. What if I push this rook up and threaten this? Threaten this pawn. Imagine if he went there. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Protect your pawn. He was your son, Tommy. He was your son. And you just let me take him out. Because if he doesn't protect this, and I take it, I'm then threatening this. And then if he comes across here, he's not protecting this. So I could potentially bring my queen across, because it's not really doing anything at the moment. If I hit that, or do I bring my queen first? Or is that all too slow? Take it out. How are you going to defend that? Oh, I suppose you could drop this. If you drop there, I bring the queen across. And then I come and get this one. You can't protect them both. That's not a bad move, to be fair. I suppose you can protect them both. But if I push forwards, you take, and then I take, and And then I hop in and I'm threatening the queen. What if I push up, back this, and I'm still protecting this, and then maybe hop here, which is threatening the queen twice. Let's try that. Now I'm protecting this. I hop here, totally eliminate that pawn, threatening the queen with the knight and the bishop. I like the sound of it. Hang on, is there anything else now though? If I take this, you're just going to go up and all bets are off. If I take this, I totally weaken this side. And now I'm threatening the queen twice. So where are you going to go? Probably here or something? Oh no. Not threatening the queen twice. And now she can come down once, but if I just push up, oh, I'm going to lose the knight. See, I didn't think that one through, did I? Potter. Not good. Not good. That couldn't have went any worse, really. There's nowhere to save the knight. I could throw it here, but you're just going to take it. So I might as well threaten the queen. And also, at the same time, give me king a square to move to. He's just going to take that. It's done. It's done. 2 pieces down. It's over. Somehow, and this is the problem, somehow you just lose all momentum. It's a painful one, Potter. Really. If he takes, all he's got to do is push down and that's checkmate. Now I'm going to lose my queen. It's definitely over at that point. Because obviously his queen's backed, isn't it? Oh, it's a painful one, Potter. Back in the 800 club, just like that. How did that even happen? How did that even happen? I lost 2 pieces in one foul swoop. It's coming to close the show. Anticipating this. I'm kind of thinking rook push this pawn. If I can get between these two, you push, you take, I come up. I push, you come in, I push up. You come in, I take with the king. You push in, I take. You come and take me, I take you. You jump in, I take. You come in, I take. You come in, I take. You jump in here, I take. Threatening the queen. Queen has to take, I take. Bring the rook across. You hop in, threaten the queen. I take. Threatening the queen. You have to take, I take with the rook. Or do I just go all out and take with the king? Is this... Either I'm tripping, or there's no way you can really do it without losing a good few of his pieces there. If I come across with the rook and start pushing this pawn, you're not going to be able to stop it without me backing. Without me taking your bishop. Pardon me. And you've doubled these up. If you take with the queen, I'll come get you. My queen has to stay on this square for any of this to work. And not only that, if you don't move that, I could just take it. And you can't go there because I can take you. You probably double these up. And then push through. You push that. And you push down. That's a problem. Saying that, actually, it's not. Because if you push across, I take you. And then you push down, and then I take, and then you come and get me. Okay. That was the move. I push, you push down, it's game over. Can't move anywhere else. Can't move there because of this. Can't move there because of the queen. He pushes down, it's checkmate. What? What a muck. What an absolute muck. Just delayed it. Oh, let's just do a quick game review, shall we? See where it all went wrong. .8% accuracy.
Starting with your king's pawn is a versatile for named after. They're not castling kings. Their pawn. Good awareness keeps. This move drives. You found a safer square for you. They bring out. You kicked your. They move the knight. A good choice. Now you have to. You recap. Your opponent. You develop a bishop, which means you. I like their good thinking. They made a develops the knight and support. They created good strategy lifting your opponent. This calmly removes them. Their better move was to move a bishop. A good choice to move your. You get a chance to win a pawn by removing a key defender. This will win a pawn by removing a clear recap. You capture their smart move. This move connects their. This central break. This pawn move gives their. You are losing a pawn this way. This attacks a bishop, winning a tempo. You are losing a pawn this way. This attack. This moves your bishop to a safe. They capture your pawn and will. You recaptured the pawn.
What? So the best was to move backwards.
You found the move that blocks the attacker.
Okay. Well, I didn't do that. What did I do?
You are losing a pawn
Push
this
this
way.
rook up.
You are losing a knight this way. Decent move, but they had a. You are losing a knight. Decent move, but they had a better one.
If I would have had this up, I could have stepped out there. Maybe you're right, Dad. Maybe this was the game. That solidified it for me. Get the snorkel. Because if I would have had that, I wouldn't have had to come and take this. And it would have all been sweet. So that was the downfall.
That was your only option. They took your bishop.
And then he got two pieces from the back of it. And from that, there was no way home. Absolutely no way home.
Your opponent sealed the victory with a ladder. Watch for those ladder patterns to avoid them next time.
Sad state of affairs. Okay, well, you win some, you lose some. and we know where we went wrong. So from now on, we give our king the snorkel, the escape route, 893. Back in the 800 club. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment. Got it.